Good day and welcome to Natural Health Dialogue, coming at you from my closet and naturopathic Dr. Randy Lee's back office as we are practicing social distancing as best we can. Right,
This is pretty
Randy?
much social distancing. I wish everybody could see what I'm seeing. Joseph really is sitting in his closet. I can see his clothes all around him, and we're having a good time with our social distancing.
There you go. Make the best of it.
Hey, Joseph, we're in the closet. I'm in my office, in your closet, but because of we're in the middle of a particularly rare and dreadful pandemic. We're sitting here laughing, but this is no laughing matter. But
Right.
anytime we want to talk about things that we can do to protect ourselves from these kind of scary times, I always start by reminding people, particularly my family members, my customers, I'm a naturopathic doctor. I'm not a medical doctor. As such, I can discuss body systems and we can but we cannot in any way seek to diagnose, cure, or treat any named diseases. I put that on there because I don't want people to get the wrong idea that saying, hey, Randy said this and this must be a cure for me. That's not the case. I'm giving you some ideas of things that you can do to boost your immune system, that you can try to stay healthy in the midst of all this pandemic that's going on all around us, some things that you may be able to do besides sit in your closet in order to kind of protect yourself. And so your body has a system that's built to take care of these kinds of things. Sometimes it does it very well and sometimes not so well, but the system is your immune system. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about some things that we can do to strengthen our immune systems to help protect us in times like this.
Yeah, bring it
Um,
on. I want a strong immune system. I don't
yeah,
want to live in fear.
Yeah, in a blog that we did, you and I did several years ago, I made the statement that your immune system is made up of many body parts that have big names like bone marrow, tonsils, spleen, thymus, subsystems called the lymphatic system with lymph nodes or collection points. I don't expect most of my listeners to understand that. They may recognize some of those organs, but the systems and what they do, I don't really expect them to know that. I
Hmm.
gave a simple explanation of it in a blog that we did. I'm thinking it was about 2 years ago, called "A Child's View of the Immune System,"
Right.
and it kind of treats it from a Star Wars thing. What do the various parts of your immune system do to protect you? And
Hmm.
so I would
Love
encourage
that.
people to go back to our website, thehealthpatch.com, and look under some of past blogs and find the one about a child's view of the immune system. If you don't have a good understanding of what your body's doing anyway. Bottom line is the body has a system to protect it from the adverse effects of all kinds of pathogens. Okay, so what's a pathogen?
Yeah,
I,
that's my
I,
question.
I actually wanted to get a dictionary definition of it, so I went to the internet and I looked up pathogen, and the way they define it is just it's in biology, a pathogen in its oldest and in its broadest sense is anything that can produce disease, anything that can cause you problems in your body, anything that comes into your body that doesn't belong there, and by being there causes you some kind of infection or some people just seem to call them germs. It's really more than that. That's an oversimplification, but it's just stuff like viruses, bacteria,
Okay.
fungus, poisons, parasites, yeast, any of those things that don't really belong in your body but get into your body and then cause your body to have some kind of a, a lessened strength, or things that need to be eliminated or killed or simply pass through your system.
So pathogens bad.
A pathogen is bad.
Okay.
By its very definition, it's a bad thing. So it stands to reason that the stronger and healthier our immune system is, the better we're going to be able to fight off some of those pathogens naturally. Our bodies will be able to fight off some of those. And sometimes they do it very well, like I said, and sometimes not so well. So I said, what are some that we've talked about before, and a couple of things that I just thought of that I said, well, I don't know that I've ever mentioned these to the people that listen to our blogs before, but what are some things that we can do to strengthen our immune system? I've mentioned some time ago a guy by the name of Dr. Joel Wallach.
Yeah, you
Uh,
really like him.
Yeah, Joel Wallach. I've talked about him 4 or 5 times. I've never met the man, but I do know that he um, in 1995 was nominated for the Nobel Prize in Medicine for his work in supplements for men. So we kind of call him the father of modern supplementation for humans. In his talk that he gave, he listed some 90 plus nutrients that your body needs every day in order to carry out all of its functions. And if you're missing some of those nutrients, then you're going to have a depreciation in some of the systems within your body that allow you to fight to keep yourself healthy.
Okay, so what you're saying is there's a million little things that we have to juggle in order to stay healthy?
There's about 90 plus little things that you need to be ingesting to
Wow.
stay healthy. Now, that sounds like an awful lot, but I will tell you that depending on whose book you read, 64 to 72 of those are trace minerals.
Mhm.
And we just don't get many trace minerals anymore. That we used to get them from organic runoff that we used to water our fields with. That's long gone. So now then we just use potassium, nitrogen, and phosphorus as a fertilizer. We get good looking plants that taste good, but they don't have the trace minerals. So basically, Dr. Wallach said, if you die before you're 120 years old, you'll either die of an accident, or he simplified it to an accident or a nutritional deficiency. In
Right.
other words, there's something your body needs to fight that it doesn't have. So it sounds like a really good place for me to start with your health is to make sure you're getting as many of those nutrients every day as you can. As a minimum, every person ought to be on a good, strong um, vitamin mineral supplement, a good quality one, and then take some trace minerals, take some omega-3 essential fatty acids. Make sure you're getting all 22 of the amino acids that your body needs. The more of the nutrients you have, the better your body can perform, the better your body systems will perform, and the better your immune system will be able to fight off some of these pathogens that come down.
And so, if one of our podcast listeners, like me, who doesn't know a trace mineral from an amino acid, calls you guys, would you be able to hook us up with something?
Sure, we've got supplements that do those. We've got multiple vitamins, minerals, amino acids, all those things that I mentioned. You can get them in various different forms, and we've got those there. Or you can just improve the quality of what you eat. I've got several things listed, and we don't have a lot of time left. Let me go through a couple of them fairly quickly. Just like your house gets all cluttered up and messed up, your body does too. You have days when you don't eat right. You have days when you have a lot of junk food. You have days when you don't get the supplements that you need. And so your body needs a regular cleansing. This whole year, I'm talking about in my podcast every month, I'm talking about some kind of a cleansing program. And next week, I'm going to talk about a whole body cleanse. That's a great place to start. You need to exercise readily. Several of your body systems don't have pumps, they don't have valves, and so they need that movement in order to move things along in the body.
So, you're
Learn your
advocating that we exercise and also do a cleanse during a pandemic.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And learn your genetics. Find out what it is that your body's already got a genetic predisposition for. What did your parents and your grandparents die of? What were their ailments? Chances are those are going to be passed on to you as well. And I don't know whoever ever made the statement that says cleanliness is next to godliness. By the way, that's not in the Bible, but I do agree with the principle behind it. You need to be a clean lifestyle. You notice that our health officials on television, radio, all the time right now are talking about wash your hands more, take baths, use soap, those things that will clean you up. You can overtax your body's systems just simply by not cleaning a lifestyle. So we've got a bunch of herbs and teas and supplements and essential oils that help the body to put up a good fight. But you need to make sure that you're giving your body a fighting chance. Give it the tools to strengthen your immune system so that it can help you to fight the common pathogens that are environment. And then follow the guidelines that the CDC and our health officials and our politicians are giving us. Stay out of the way of the pathogens, and then you don't have to fight them. It's a whole lot easier to avoid them than it is to try to get healing from them after you've already caught them.
So, as we close out the program here, we're not going to cover everything in 10 minutes. If anybody has questions, can you give them some specific places to go to get them answered and to get product?
Yeah, we've got lots of podcasts on our website. You can do that. You can call the store. at 405-736-1030 and talk to one of our naturopathic doctors that we have in the store.
You can.
Yeah, we're still open. We were listed as a mission and